Welcome back to SWIGGO Beats. We are still working on the song called Move Me, and we are in the third installation, part 3 of that song. So, got to change the color today on the lights, setting the mood. About to get into it. Here we go. We're laying the bass line right now, but we're going to practice run it first. So as you know, I was kind of running that bass line, but I think it probably would sound better if we did. Instead of. So let's go ahead and record that. Get that track set up right now and let it roll. Let's make sure we're not gonna chip on any existing tracks. So it looks like we gotta put a new one in there. Audio track. And we're gonna record on that track. I want to be able to hear it, so I'm gonna bring the volume up. And we're gonna go ahead and record. Make sure my metronome is on, and go. And then that happens. So we're not gonna keep that one. Let's delete that and try this again. Yeah, it happens, but I like to listen to the whole song so I can feel the rhythm come in. I don't like to start, right on the mark or a couple of measures before the mark. So we're gonna go ahead and try this again. call this bass, move me, or move me bass. Name each track. Okay. Now, of course, your timing is going to be off because there's a latency set, and let's give it a listen. But let's save some time here and push it up. I'm able to do that because I set a marker for these transition points in the song. So I have a marker for 1, 2, 3, how many markers I need, wherever section of the song I want to jump to. So I'm going to jump to section 2, where the bass supposedly came in on time. So let's give it a try. So it's a little forward. No. Yeah, it's a little too forward, so I got to move it back some. So let's zoom in on that bass line. And we're going to make sure that adjusts it. Here's the bass. And let's go in and take a closer look. And so it's very tiny, but we're going to make that adjustment and put that right on point. It's like off by a couple of milliseconds. Let's start at it 2 and see what happens. Basically, it's on, but I gotta make some adjustments to the actual sound itself, and also I might just bring it up just a little bit closer to the 1 on that, which is beat number 1 for that particular section. It looks like it is still slightly off. I think that should do it. So let's hear it again. Sounds good to me, so let's go ahead and add in some sound modification, which is going to be our EQ. Now, I brought down the lead chords at the very beginning of this particular section because I felt that they were kind of overwhelming the whole song. So it kind of balances it out. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do now with the equalization of the highs and trebles. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that as I adjust it. I got the equalization of the sound where I want it. Now I want to go in and check with the reverb to make sure that it's like experiencing the same effect like Hall, and then you have a plate sound, which is a very dull kind of sound. And let's see, you have also in there a club, like a building, like a club, kind of like echoey slightly. So let's listen to those things. during the setting of that particular effect, we can adjust the dry and wet, how wet it sounds and how dry it sounds. And wet means the higher kind of staticky versus the muffled kind of under sounds. And we're adjusting that now, so keep listening. Sometimes when you go back and you begin to mess with that dry wet for the hall reverb sound, you got to go back in and adjust your treble and your mid range and your bass slightly to make sure it's not overwhelming, too dull, and too weird. Okay, so I'm done modifying that portion of the bass line track. I'm going to go back to the top and listen to it and see how it sounds without the metronome. There you go. We just added that bass line, and now we're going to play around with some other instruments here to see how we're going to stretch the song out. I'm going to pause it here, and then when I come back, I'll have something else registered and ready to go.